Okay, so this is the holiday week 25, 23rd of December. So we have holiday on 25th. As you know, no trading markets will be closed. This week I'm not really expecting a large amount of movement. I'll just go to the calendar real quick. Monday we don't have our red news. Tuesday we do, but nothing major to be honest, just durable goods, new home sales. Thursday again, nothing massive, just some jobless figures. Friday, again, nothing much, just one piece of news here relevant to us. Economically, there's not much happening apart from Thursday, where it might see some impact of the news. Sorry, not Thursday. I mean Tuesday. Quite possibly Thursday as well, but most likely Tuesday, because we have a lot of it piled up. Price action wise, again, my aim is the drawn liquidity hasn't changed from last week. Still, we're still going to be risk off, still seeking dollar higher into that premium weekly sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency level. The quad levels here. Previous weekly high is our short term drawn liquidity. Counterparty wise, you do have this massive BISI caused during the FOMC, I believe. So that's going to be the counterparty for the week. We did start off moving right towards the weekly side, which isn't, from my experience, it's not the best sign. Normally, when this happens and it starts off the moving towards the weekly side, just means it's going to be more manipulated, probably high resistance, quite possibly with deep pullbacks both on higher and lower time frames, because it will likely create this illusion it's going there, but then not even get not even hit it or get really close and just U-turn and go and make it look like it's going to go lower. So obviously because of the holiday as well, I'm already expecting that anyway. So that's why I'm not really participating quite heavily. Interest for me is only going to be letting the manipulation happen, the accumulation and the manipulation happen. Avoid the manipulation altogether, if not, um, or at least try to avoid it partially if I can't avoid it altogether. But at the end of the manipulation, that is where my bread and butter setup is. That's where I want to come in. Balanced price range has been formed, and then I want to capitalize on that. And I'm gonna demand a lot of things to go in my favor before I can be enticed to press the button and take a trade. Pound, obviously, again, opposite to the dollar, previous weekly low, previous monthly low. You do have this 4-hour fair value gap so far we're focusing on. Counterparty wise, you have this inversion fair value, well, reclaimed fair value gap, actually, not an inversion, because it was an inversion here, it was used, and then obviously we broke lower. So ideally, body wise, I want to see stay below that. In fact, even the consequence encroachments will have a part to play here. We should ideally be staying below this on a daily. We may want to breach this, because if it's a high resistance liquidity run week, but I don't want to see a body above the 50% of this. I want it to stay in discount. And obviously these are the drawn liquidities. Again, nothing much to talk about here. It's just all about, because we know the hard time for order flow. That's actually one of the easiest things to predict. Um, the hard part often is to wait for the A and M part of the cycle of the market maker sell model that we will get. The accumulation and the manipulation, because they can entice you to take a trade a lot of the times when really factors feasible to moving the price are not there, basically. So we just want to be basically this week is, I want to really hone the skill of avoiding, because there's not much I'm going to miss anyway. I'm not really influenced by that anyway. There's not going to be a large amount of moves, most likely, and even if it is, then who cares? I'll come back, get another one. So it's going to be a perfect case study week for me to avoid the accumulation and the manipulation phases, and then wait for the distribution, defer the trading to the next session or the next day, and then obviously come back and then use that balanced price range where a BISI or NCB are corresponding to each other, creating a balanced price range, and then use that as my stop loss and aim for the higher term from objective.